Hello, Icer 310. How are you tonight? Hopefully, you're doing well. Let's fix my camera a little bit. Oh, fun, fun, fun. You know what? We're going to go a little extra hype. There we go. Now we're into it. Nice, 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 nice. So, thank you very much for joining us for this impromptu painting night. Now, we're we usually do mindful painting night on Friday nights, right? So if you've been around, you know this, but this is the last day slash night for Game to Give for the Bungie Foundation, and that is what we are doing and helping try to support with our collaborations and the support that the Bungie Foundation has given us at Guardians Mental Health and the impact that they've helped us make. We're showing our support back by hosting our first out of org charity event in over 7 years. We have hit our goal of over $500, which is amazing, and we cannot be more thankful to absolutely everybody. But I will say we're live for two reasons. One, I really wanted to finish this last Destiny piece before the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to help one of our ambassadors, Holy Chewbacca, hit her goal, and she is 80 some dollars away. So we're live trying to help support her and her hit her goal of $500 as well too. Just trying to maximize our support community wide. You know what I mean? So if you don't know who I am, my name is Joe. Hi. 40. What's going on, buddy? If you don't know who I am, my name is Joe. I am the executive director and founder of Guardians Mental Health. What is Guardians Mental Health, you ask? What is Guardians MH? What is this logo on the wall? Guardians Mental Health is a 501c3 nonprofit focused on spreading mental health awareness throughout the gaming space and also striving to boost accessibility to meaningful resources in safe and inclusive atmospheres. And we do that through several different programs. One of them is actually our mental health kit program. That's what these are right here. This one was actually put together by our friends at Xbox. They helped us do a volunteer build session. We go and work with companies and studios and stuff like that and give them an opportunity to help give back to the community by helping us assemble mental health kits and signing the cards. It's very meaningful volunteer work and everything. We ship them out to people all over North America. This is one of our kits. They're 100% free. We have 8 different variations of them. Each variation has different focused resources in them. But they all are a blend of evidence-based printed resources and sensory items curated by mental health professionals on our team and working with us. Aim to provide individuals all the tools that they need to create their own self-care toolkit. And that is so needed these days. And we have provided over 40,000 mental health kits to date, with last year being one of our largest years for distributing mental health kits, which was we've reached over almost 8,000 mental health kits for the year, which was absolutely huge. I believe we sent out 5,600 individually, and the rest were care packages to clans and groups and military ones and veteran and active service member kits to VFWs up and down the Eastern Seaboard. And it was just fantastic. And our newest edition, which has been doing very good, and we have so much support coming for it, is our mindful painting kits. These are the new ones for 2026. They're a little bit smaller, but everything that was in the previous one, which was a little bit bigger, like you can see, the boxes were considerably bigger right here. So what we did, people were complaining these don't fit in mailboxes, and people were having issues with it. So we shrunk it down, we measured all that stuff, and everything fits in this, no problem. So we're working with our friends at Games Workshop, Army Painter, Game Envy, huge minis, Reaper miniatures, Too Thin coats, and so many others to help bring all the supplies somebody would need to start painting miniatures for self-care. And that is everything right there, along with some great mental health resources. And all of our programs are 100% free at Guardians Mental Health. We have no financial barriers or hurdles for people to overcome. We want people to have access to them. And we have just launched our new program called Mental Collab. And Mental Collab is fantastic. If you are a creator, if you are a community leader or a moderator or anything like that, if you want to help integrate mental health awareness and well-being into your content and your communities, this program helps you achieve that effortlessly, and it's 100% free. We're not like some of the others. We're not looking to make bank off this stuff. We're all volunteer-based, and our goal is to help make a difference. And the Bungie Foundation has assisted us in doing that last year in 2025 with providing support for us in April for National Stress Awareness Month for the emblem in Destiny 2 called Love is the Mind Saver. And that went to go support us and all of our efforts here at Guardians Mental Health. And that alone helped us in achieve new heights and make a more impact, create new programs, update programs, bring things forward. It's been absolutely amazing. So just to tell you a little bit real quick before anything, actually, you know what? Let's get to the painting. You know what? You're here for a while, so you're going to hear me talk. So this is not important right here. So this is important. This is our servitor that we're working on right here. Okay. So I already been working on it here and there. Now we have like a little purple, like we have a purplish hue to the shell. We're going to work on this to give it more of a gloss, like glow to it as well too, or add some highlights and try and get some deep colors. And then the back of it as well too. You can kind of see the purple a little bit more. I wanted to get that glow that these have. You know, I didn't just want it to look like a dead servitor. So this is our servitor right here. This is what we're working on. And then I don't like just putting things on bases and just calling it good. No worries, 40, lurk away. And this is our base that we're going to be working on. So I always like to do like a base. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to put it kind of like this. So it's going to sit like in the wall, because sometimes when you're playing, you'll find a servitor like in the building or over in the corner or something like that. So that's what we're doing. We got this sucker cornered. We're going to take him out to drop those shields for the fallen and finish our quest of awesomeness. Also, all painting nights are brought to you by our friends at D&T. This is my absolute favorite tea right here, Under Dark and Chill. And I'm not just blowing smoke. This is awesome. Awesome tea. I like Earl Grey teas personally. So this is their teas right here. And they even give you suggestions on how much to add, you know, Earl Grey, you know, black teas, bergamot, cornflower petals, lavender petals, and vanilla. This is super freaking tasty. And that is what is in my teacup every time. So here's my teacup, my little steeper right there. It's very good. Very good tea. So we're going to, you know what? I'm not going to put my tea over there because every time I do that, I end up drinking paint water. So let's start painting. We're going to bring our dry board a little bit forward. All right. So let's get our paint mixed for this. We're going to do a couple different purples here. We're not going to just do one and done. We want that kind of transition, and we want it to kind of blend. So you're going to hear some blending. We're going to use some lilac too for the highlights. I didn't get my paints ready, so I apologize. Probably should have did that beforehand, but we do it live. We need some music. If the music's too loud, just let me know. I will bring it down just a little bit. So we got our lilac. That's a good purple. We're actually going to play with our paint a little bit on this one. So we're going to do some variations of it, which I am all for. So we want kind of this medium to make us a wash for things. So we're just adding some medium right now to our paints because we're going to thin them out a bit. You know, I'll bring it out here a little bit. So you can see we're working with 3 different purples. So we're going to try and bring this out a little bit more. So I got some medium in each of these. So we're going to thin them out a little bit and see how it pulls back in. You know, see how it's seeping back into it. That's what we want. We want that sort of consistency, kind of like watery, you know, a little bit. You know, we don't want it so thick it's going to take up like all the detail and everything. And it's not thinned out too much where we're going to lose pigment and stuff. I am not an art pro by any means. I'm just going by what the average Joe knows. Good. This isn't going to be a super long stream. Yo, Delta, what's going on, buddy? How are you? So we got 3 different purples here. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a few different things. And you know what? We're going to grab some white too. Yeah. We'll put some. This is some real thick white. This is heavy titanium white. This stuff is super thick. And we're going to use that to blend some of these and get them in different shades and stuff. You're in pain. I'm sorry to hear, man. What happened? You feel like talking about it? Oh, I forgot. I forgot. We gotta do our dry brush of our base here first. Um, that's grim. Ski-doo accident. Oh my gosh. I hope you're all right. You know, it's January, so I'm kind of a little surprised to hear a ski-doo accident. Ski-doo snowmobile? Oof. Man, I'll tell you what, I've been on some snowmobiles. I live in upstate New York, so we have the trails that lead right up to uh, like Canada, essentially. And like you can ride a snowmobile from Pennsylvania, you know, the middle of New York State at the bottom by Pennsylvania, all the way up to the Canadian, you know, up into Canada. And our house used to, our old house used to sit right on the main snowmobile trail, and man, I've been riding a few times and seen some nasty accidents. So I'm glad you're talking and everything. You're you're good. Because it can get bad. Looking for a gray. Where are my grays? We're going to use some dark tone wash too on the stone, kind of bring it out a little bit more. So we're going to let's hit our dry brush first. Oh my God, the microphone. You're in deep snow and it's trying to fly off. Oh, you want to fly off. Yeah. That can be an issue there. I am very surprised that I'm sitting here listening to Taylor Swift. I'm gonna get sloppy with this, just because I only had some Wraithbone primer available at the moment. I didn't want to walk back up and grab the other cans, so we have a lot of light tones in the middle and everything where we don't want it. So I'm going to dry brush this dark gray, pretty much paint the whole thing, um, because I want this undertone. But we're going to build up on it. I feel like I'm in a club. I think I picked the wrong music list. I hope everybody had a lot of fun this month with the Games to Give events and all the streams and content creators. And if you got a chance to tune into the Bungie Foundation stream today, that was really fun. I was in the Bungie Foundation chat, and two things. One, I was in the chat and I was making fun of Britley hitting the Bean Boozles, and we were all agreeing how a lot of us just can't do Bean Boozles anymore. I can't remember who it was, but they were saying like even with a good flavor, they gag. Like it's just they're anticipating just a terrible, terrible experience, and a lot. It's she was popping them like Tic Tacs on that stage, and it was like, oof, you're a champ. We're almost done with our base layer of this. Uh, the ground on this it's rough, so we have some pebbles and stuff like that down low. So we will we'll figure out what to do with that. Do we want it to be like a sand? Do we want it to be like sandy, or do we want it to be stone as well too, like gravel? Or we could do like a mix. I really wanted to finish this. I was aiming to do this tomorrow, but it did not dawn on me. This was the last day for games to give. Like, I'm like, well, yeah, last day, like, is it the last day? So here we are, live, having fun with amazing people. Thank you so much for joining us. I know there's so many amazing content. If you're on a PC, have several tabs open. Show some support to all the wonderful content creators and people out there, raising awareness and support for the Bungie Foundation and all they do. They support us here at Guardians Mental Health. We cannot be more thankful. That's why we are here, showing our support for them, doing all we can to help raise awareness for the amazing impact they have, and not only for 23 hospitals that they support, but also the countless organizations, initiatives, uh, you know groups that they support, and the humanitarian aid. They do incredible things with supporting humanitarian aid and natural disasters around the world, not just the United States, globally. And uh, Bungie and the Bungie Foundation, and the Destiny community as itself. Yo, more like Shant. Duke. What's in that? Yo, Storm. More like sand. Okay, Delta. Thank you for your input. Duke came in here for a surprise thing while I was trying to ban that viewer bot thing. I'd be afraid to use a viewer bot. I know there's people out there that do. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist. All right, so we're gonna hit this right here. Get down in those cracks. I have no idea what this music is. What's up, Storm? How are you? I was enjoying your streams as well too. Uh, you were awesome. Storm is one of our amazing ambassadors. Get some of this. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not keeping warm. It is currently freezing. I believe it was -5 today where I am, and it was not fun. I have to put more gray down. Hopefully, you're staying warm. I believe Delta, you're Canadian, so you're just used to the cold. I think y'all are immune to it because I think it's funny when Dr. Williams comes down for like a convention in March down in like Boston. It's like 30 degrees and like windy, and we're all like chihuahuas, without a coat on. And he's like, this is great. This is like freaking tropical for me. Yeah, see? He's like, yep. Y'all are just built different up in Canada. Even when Dr. Williams comes to like someplace warm, like Florida, like for GCX, and it's like sweltering out, he ain't complaining. He's like, dude, it is hot. I do not mind it. I know what the opposite is. All right, so we have our gray. So we're good there. All right, so we're going to let that dry for a minute. Clean our brush a little bit. Always clean your brushes. So now I need, while that dries, we are going to work on some of our detail here. I got to mix some of my paint because this medium thins it out pretty good, and then it kind of separates a little bit if you let it sit. I've used a little too much medium, but I don't want it super thick. So we're going to mixy mix. It's okay if there's a little purple in there too. Purple with purple. It's fine. Okay. Eh. Ugh. It's cold. It's cold. Let's keep on painting. It won't be the first time I stick my hand in paint tonight. So for this whole event for Games to Give, what let's chat a little bit, chat. What has been some of your funnest uh streams or um moments throughout this entire event? Because there's been so many of them personally. Like it's hard for me to even rate one over the other, but there's been some really creative moments throughout this entire event. I mean, for me, a highlight for me was a lot of our ambassadors came together and we hosted a dungeon race between our ambassadors, and the winner was it was shocking. Was not who we were expecting. But me and Seraphin Red shoutcasted. That was a lot of fun. Um, I really enjoyed tuning into all of our ambassadors and countless community members, um, helping support them and their efforts. It's been an absolute amazing experience so far. So we got a nice coat on there. We're starting to brighten it up a little bit. I'm going to clean my brush off a little, and then we're going to drop to the back side, and we're going to do the same on this side. I don't know what this. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a classic. Yeah, there we go. This is more my speed. I'm old. Can't go wrong with classics. Yeah. All right, so we brighten that up. So now this side should be a lot drier. Dingo, there is no food over there for you, bro. Dingo's over here sniffing. Okay. So we're going to get some of this mid purple, and we're going to take a good amount off. And all we're not doing a lot. We're taking some of the paint off our brush bristles, and we're just kind of working it along the edges, kind of bringing it out to kind of add a little bit of depth to it. And take a little bit more off, and we're going to hit this inside ring a little bit towards the base of the light ring, plasma, I guess, just to add a little bit of, make it look a little bit darker on that side. There. And then we're going to hit some of this lavenderish one, and we're going to really go light on this one. We're going to test it on our finger. We're going to test right here. We don't want it too thick. We want it kind of like a dry brush type. We're just going to kind of go around the top edge. Puff, how we doing? Oh, good evening, good evening. I'm doing well, doing well. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're doing well as well. We're gonna finish this one. There we go. Doing your best you can. Nah, it's always your best. You do what you can. You know, even getting out of bed is a victory. I don't know if I do want to do anything else to the metal. I have it rusted out and everything. What I might do is I might actually do a dark tone, like wash. Actually, you know what? I might do a black wash because this stuff flows really, really watery. And actually put it in the recesses in between the tangs, whatever they are. This might be a little tricky. So hopefully it runs good. That should bring yo. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome raiders. Welcome. How is everybody doing? Hanta, how was stream? What were we playing today? tonight. Cult of the Lamb. I saw you were playing that. What was it? Yesterday or the day before? Is it the new update? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Oh, so happy to see all of you. Let me finish this one spot right here, and I will chat with all of you in just 1 second. Welcome. Wow, what a surprise. Welcome, everybody. My name is Joe. I am the executive director of Guardians Mental Health. If you don't know what Guardians Mental Health is, let me tell you. Guardians Mental Health is a 501c3 nonprofit focused on spreading mental health awareness throughout the gaming space and striving to boost accessibility to meaningful resources in safe and inclusive atmospheres. Sorry, I have words up here right now. I have Post-its and stuff for key points to talk about for what we're doing today. But we do different things. Some of our programs that we aim to boost accessibility is our mental health kits. That's what one of these are right here. This is a mental health kit. Inside, you will find a blend of evidence-based printed resources and sensory items aimed to provide individuals all of the tools and resources to create their own self-care toolkit. So you will find a blend of evidence-based printed resources like breathing, grounding exercises, safety crisis plans, gratitude lists, focus resources, depending on the topic of the mental health kit, as well as journals with pens, mindful activity books with crayons, sensory items, physical reminder bracelets, all sorts of things inside these. They're 100% free, and we ship them all over North America. So, what are we doing here tonight? So I'm actually going to change something right here. Boom. We are here raising awareness for the Bungie Foundation. All right, I'm going to put this right in chat right here. This is the campaign we are working on right now. So this is the last night to support the Bungie Foundation and for the Game to Give event for 2026. It has been so amazing. It's been incredible. They've absolutely crushed their goal, and they're doing fantastic things. And we are like $86 away from the goal that we're setting right here. We are super, super, super close to it. Every dollar helps, and we are doing all we can to help show our support for the Bungie Foundation. And in case you don't know, let me just take a minute, just to chat with you real quick. So, you know who I am. I'm the executive director of Guardians Mental Health. I really do want to take a moment to share why Guardians MH is taking part in the Bungie Foundation's Game to Give campaign this month. So, at Guardians MH, we've always believed that real change happens when organizations support one another. You know, we can do more together than we can alone. And we're in this together, all of us. And we can do, like I said, more together than we can alone. And the Bungie Foundation has consistently shown up for countless initiatives, communities, and causes in and out of gaming. And this is our way of showing that same support back to them and thanking them for all the support. You know, by coming together and uplifting each other's missions, we don't just make an impact individually, we maximize our impact collectively. And gaming has an incredible power to bring people together. And through Game to Give, we're all using that power to make a meaningful difference for others. So thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting the campaign and for helping prove what's possible when we show up together. And if you're not sure what the Bungie Foundation is, the Bungie Foundation is the 501c3 nonprofit arm of the Bungie gaming studio. So they strive to be the leading charitable organization in the gaming and entertainment space by empowering our community to spread the power of goodwill and encouraging all of us to put a dent in the universe. So in 2025, last year, the Bungie Foundation supported 23 children's hospitals with the Little Lights program. They've supported 6 partner charities, including Guardians Mental Health, that all champion inclusion, diversity, and equality initiatives, and countless humanitarian causes, including the LA wildfires and multiple natural disasters around the world. As part of their children's health and well-being focus, the Bungie Foundation partnered with Make a Wish way back in 2006 and still support them today. And in that time, they've fulfilled over 518 wishes. That's huge. And thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. Oh my God. Appreciate you so much. And so all of us coming together for this large annual fundraising event, uniting Guardians and Destiny players across the globe to make a real world impact, is so amazing. Just like that. Yo, thank you so much for the donation. You're amazing. Can we get some hype in the chat, please? Please. So I hope everybody has enjoyed the thousands of Guardians and content creators who have all rallied their communities, big, small, medium, it doesn't matter. All of us working together for real impact. And anyone can get involved with this. Be a donor, a fundraiser, earn exclusive rewards in the donations, and it's just been incredible. So thank you very much. And all of us at Guardians Mental Health cannot thank the Bungie Foundation enough for all of their support. This is our first out of org charity event in 7 years, and we had to go through several hoops for approvals for this. And we're really thrilled to take part and show our support back to the Bungie Foundation and for the support that they've given us in the wonderful work that we've been able to do with them over the years. It's been an incredible adventure. Yo, what's going on, Trouble? How are you? What are you up to tonight? I've been lurking in a lot of people's streams, and I've been really enjoying chilling out in your channel. It's been super chill. Right now, see, I was unaware that it was the last day for the Bungie Foundation or the Games to Give. So I wanted to finish doing my servitor. I never finished it. I was going to do it tomorrow night, and I'm like, oh, I'll just stream on Friday for Mindful Painting Night. Well, now we're going to be painting something else tomorrow. We're going to just put this real light layer of black wash around the center like that. Okay. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Probably help if I went back to this. So this is our servitor. It's looking pretty snazzy. Oh, I didn't want too much wash right there. So always have a clean brush near you. Just wipe off the excess. And we just want this line to follow underneath here. We just want a little bit darker in the recesses, just a little bit. It helps add a little bit of depth. So what are you up to tonight, Tronics? Hopefully you're having some fun, playing some games, causing some trouble. I'm not gonna lie, I am super jealous of several of our ambassadors have these amazing like videos that they play for their intros and stuff. It'd be so cool to do one of those. I don't know how to do them. It's okay. We troop on. I talk enough for all of us. Just adding a little bit of depth. Ooh, that was a little thick right there. A little bit of depth, a little bit of shadowing. Yo! Shut the front door. Vamp! Is that you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. Hit the goal right there. You are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I gotta give cheers. We gotta blow up the chat. Thank you so much, Vamp. Thank you so much, Tronics, everybody who helped donate and bring us right to our goal. That's amazing. Look at that right there. And you get not 1,000 hugs. You get 10,000 hugs. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. This is incredible. What an amazing night. I'll tell you what, you couldn't ask for just a more supportive, wonderful community and everybody in it. It's just so heartwarming to see just what we can do together. And everything that's donated goes right to the Bungie Foundation and helping support not only organizations like us here at Guardians Mental Health, but the Little Lights programs, the natural disasters. Like this campaign that they do annually doesn't just support the children's hospitals, it supports so many initiatives in and out of gaming. It's just mind blowing how impactful the Bungie Foundation is and how heartwarming and how much passion is in every single individual's heart that is a part of that and supporting that. It's incredible, incredible. And we're just so thankful to be able to show our support, back and be able to show how much we appreciate and how much the community appreciates the impact that they have. So thank you very much, Vamp Tronics, for getting us over the top, getting us there, putting us over. Absolutely incredible. Oh, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday night. We're so close to the weekend. So close to the weekend. And you know what? I feel like I should pie myself. I mean, that's what y'all want. I'll do it for y'all. Because you brought us there. You took us to the edge and have done wonderful things together. Actually, I don't think I have any pie trays left. Oh no. Um this is awkward. Little unpredictable. Yo, Becca! Insanity indeed. Yes. Look at that. Brought it right over. Thank you, Vamp. Thank you, Tronics. Everybody. You are all incredible and amazing. Thank you so much. So much. All of us coming and working together to make a difference, to make an impact together. Showing what we can do when we all come together and do things. This is what it's all about right here. All I'm doing right now is just putting in a black wash to get into the recesses right now. And then we're going to go over it. Base for the servitor, yes. So let me finish doing this. I just want to get this wash in the cracks and stuff right now, and then we're going to start going over and lightening it and making it look like stone. I want this black wash kind of like in the pits and stuff. We're going to go over it. So essentially, what it's going to look like, it's like something like that. Because, you know, if you play Destiny, every once in a while, the servitor's hiding in a building of rubble or something. So I got to figure out a way to like bring it out a little bit more, like have it sit out a little bit, kind of like that, so it sticks out. So I think I might actually get some adhesive, or I might get some plastic and have it float up a little bit. So I have some stuff for like brushes and things to put like brush protectors. So I might actually use a you know, butcher a brush protector and put it over the top, or you know, butcher it down and then uh, glue it to the base and throw it on for that. Or I just might glue it to the base. To be determined still. But right now, all we're doing is we're getting this wash. We have a good solid base color right here. We're going to build up with several more layers on this because we want this to look like stone. You know, right now it just looks flat gray. We're going to get those dry brushes out. We're going to start hitting this puppy. We're going to make it pretty. And I'm trying to hustle a little bit because you all are amazing, but I don't want to make you stay up past your bedtimes. You know, we're close to the weekend, but we're not at the weekend yet, you know. Unless you're in the South, and then school got canceled apparently all the way across every state down there, it seems like. Becca is amazing. Yes. Becca is one of our shield bearers, one of our amazing ambassadors, and such a warm heart. So supportive of others as well, too. So thank you very much for the help and the love and everything. All right. So we have that. We need to get a lighter gray. So I might. This is a dark, warm gray. Where's our light gray? That's ivory. This is bright, warm gray. So that'll get us there. But I want I have so many colors up here. It's ridiculous. We're looking for like a Caspian. Ah, right there. Hardened Caspian. This will give us a nice color on it too. This has got a nice, you know what? Ever since I moved all these, I really got to clean. Oh, gosh. Came out a little quicker than I thought. That did not mix well. Let's mix that up. There we go. That should be mixed a little bit better. There we go. This will give us like a grayish type base on it as well too. I wonder if I should darken that a bit more. That stands out nice, right? Or should I darken it? Should I darken the recesses a little bit more, like in the metal, in between the prongs and everything? Or should I put it, just leave it as is? Like if we touch it more, we're just going to ruin it. Like we have our rust, You know, we're showing our rust on our servitor. He's been out there for a while in the field and stuff, but we have some of that shiny metal coming through. We also have purple hues. We did a real thin wash over the metal body, so we have that purple hue that the servitors have. So it's real subtle. You say leave it. The detail from the rust is perfect. Thank you so much. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Right there. This is Villainy Inks. This is an enamel wash, so it's non-acrylic. So it's a little bit more tricky to work with because it takes. But the cool thing is, it takes a lot longer to dry, so you're able to work it more and longer. So overthink our art. Then yeah, you know what? You're 100% right there, Puff. You're 100% right. Blow on it a little. Let's get this mixed. Then we're gonna start adding our tones, and then we're gonna put some decay on, and we're gonna put moss. We're gonna hit it with some moss. I did get like a new moss like wash, but you know what? I'll be damned if I know where the hell I put it. It's somewhere. I don't know where. It's somewhere. All right, let's put our washes back. Okay, those are all put back. Da, 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 da. What is this? We got bronze. We don't need a bronze. There's our grays. We have some more washes. Voodoo, doo, doo, doo. You do that voodoo so well. Really, thank you so much, everybody, for being here and helping support us tonight. Thank you so much. Oh, we need our sand. We need our sand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this stuff first. This is like a real thick base, like XV88. Stuff's like mud. Um, Super thick. So we're gonna do a dark base first of the sand underneath. We're gonna pull a little bit out. And we're gonna put it on our palette here. We don't need a ton. These are the most annoying things to paint out of. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so used to droppers. So let's go ahead. We got that. Let's get our dry brush. Actually, we're gonna get a real thick. Ooh, I didn't clean that. Oh my god. Yep, she's out of commission until I let that soak. So let's get this one. This is our next best. I want those bristles to be kind of fanned out. I'm gonna beat it up a little more. Okay. So we're gonna dab, 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 dab. We're gonna hit our dry brush palette here, our paint palette, and then we're gonna do little circles. We're gonna start getting that rich sand kind of fill and vibe in there. What a great suggestion from everybody. You know, I believe Delta was the one that said, you know, sand. That's gonna look real nice. Thank you for the suggestion. Thank you for working with me. It's super fun when there's so many amazing people in the chat just helping create something awesome. You know, and we have some really fun mindful painting streams and stuff planned for next month. We also have a developer ride along next month, which will be fun. That'll be a blast. Okay, we're gonna get our brush out now and get into that little detail, you know, right up against the stone. I just don't want to. I don't want to put too much sand vibes and stuff on. And then I'm gonna take a like a voodoo wash It's like a brown kind of wash or a like a strong tone. And I'm gonna put it on this and let it like put it on sopping, so it gets down in the cracks, and then we're going to go back over it with two other lighter tans to really get the depth and everything. For I don't know why I'm using a good brush for this. Let's pass on the good brush. Let's get a beater brush right here. There's a good beater brush right here. There we go. Yeah, let's load our brush. We're gonna get right down into those cracks and everything. What time we got? Oh, it's one of my favorite songs last year. Me and my daughter have been singing this song. Single day. Oh, me? No. Well, here's the thing. All this stuff that you see me printing and painting, um, we last year it was voted by the board to um start printing all of our own sensory items. So with the cost of shipping and stuff going up and the cost of goods and everything, we are always exploring ways to keep a standard price of like $10 per mental health kit, and not remove anything from them. You know, we want people to continue to get the same amount of materials and resources and stuff in every single mental health kit. So we find ways around it. And one of them was printing our own sensory items. So we get sensory items from wholesalers, distributors, closeouts, everywhere. We test them out, make sure they're good and everything, and they're meaningful sensory items. We're not just going to throw a fidget spinner in there and call it good. No, no, we've probably tested over 30 different sensory items. So now with printing our own, we're able to trim costs even more to offset the increases in costs in shipping the mental health kits, as well as have a different variety of sensory items in each one of the mental health kits. Seraphim Red. And Seraphim is going to help us out with a project as well, too, coming up, which was super awesome of her. And you can ask her, like, how did Joe ask you? He was very timid and didn't know what he was talking about. All right, let's get this strong tone. All right, we're not going to go too heavy with it. We just want to get it down into those recesses and stuff. So I'm actually going to get a smaller brush. You know what? We're going to stick with this one. Let that load up a little bit, and then we're going to dab. We're just going to dab right along the edges. Just like that. See, it trust the process. Trust the process. So what we're doing is we're all these, if you look at this base, there's raised parts. See how it's standing out a little bit more now? Because we put that strong tone in there. Now you're starting to see the textures and stuff in there. Doing great, Sarah. Doing great, Seraphim. It's been absolutely amazing. Hit our goal and everything. Uh, this is 2 for 2. We're doing great. Crow, how we doing? Welcome. I see some awesome badges in the chat. I'm a little jealous because I didn't even know that was a thing until like 3 hours into it. And I'm like, I don't have a bar or meter on mine. I just thought you had to be special, and y'all are special to me. Doing good. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much. We're working on our base. So right now we're working. This is our servitor. So what we're trying to do a kind of like a little diorama type thing for it, because if you play Destiny 2, every so often you'll find the servitor hiding inside a building or something like that. That's what we're doing. So the servitor, you can't really tell in this light, but there's purple hues. We have our purple hues on the metal. You can kind of see it a little bit through there. So we have our subtle purple glow on the shell. We have our rust and everything around the steel prongs, because the servitor's been out there for a while and everything. And then we have our back as well too. So did not turn out too shabby. Thank you very much. We're going to be doing giveaways for all of these. Everything that we painted. And this is the fallen tank that we did last week. So this is our fallen walker that we printed, assembled, and painted all together. I put rubble. I made a little base, and then I made some rubble and stuff. So we're actually going to be giving these all away, so people can have some cool stuff and can show what mindful painting is all about and everything. And I'll tell you what, the streams have been awesome all event long. Just so proud of everybody and the impact everybody has had. So many creative campaigns and stuff out there. Everybody's absolutely crushed it. And I love seeing that kind of level of support and also community togetherness. That's huge. That's huge with me. Seeing people come together, working together, streaming together, co-streaming, doing events. All of us here at Guardians Mental Health took part in a dungeon race, and that was so much fun. So much fun. Oh, and just so you know, Becca, I did purchase that paint by numbers. I am very much looking forward to painting that. So we're going to get a couple different tones on here. So now we're adding more of a Caspian type tone to this. So we have our dark gray. Now we're going to be going over and we're hitting it with this Caspian, which is kind of like an off gray type thing. It works really good on like doing stone, but also like armor and stuff like that. It's just a very versatile color. Oh yeah. See, we got a little messy. Where's my Caspian? Oh yeah, the details are super tiny. Like and that's the thing with like painting miniatures too. Like if you're painting miniatures and things, you've been working on your first miniatures It's making you cross-eyed. First of all, I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. Congratulations. I'm super proud that you're working on your first piece. Um, that is huge, and you know what? It will make you go cross-eyed. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. Um, there's a reason why I'm wearing my glasses. But your eyes adjust to it too. Don't overstrain yourself. If anything, just do it in increments. You know, do like a little bit here, a little bit there. And also a thing that you have to remember with painting miniatures is uh, you are going to be looking at it a lot closer than anybody else. So with what is that? Some speck got up there. Uh, Not everybody's going to be looking at it from like 6 inches away. Like, not everybody's going to be this close to it inspecting it. Most people are going to look at it from like a couple feet away and stuff like that. So, any little things that you are like being like super critical of, don't really have to worry about it all too much because not everybody is going to be able to see that. Um, we are our biggest critics, so have no fear there. Uh, Kids are home today. Got an ice day. So a lot of people I hear, Red, get snow days. So apparently up in the Alaska region, you guys have ice days. Probably got like polar bear days too. Oh, can't go to school. There's a moose blocking the road. You know, so nobody messes with the. I don't even know what you would call them. A magnifying light. I use one of these lights right here. This is one of the lights from um, Game Envy. So the arms, they all pivot and everything. So you can move it anywhere you want, get the angle you want, all that stuff. And it actually has a light sensitivity thing. So if you press it and hold it, it'll be light adaptive. So, but I like it. It really helps me see things very, very clearly. Um, but using a magnifying light is huge. Oh yeah, for sure. I want to see that. And if you ever want to take part in, you know, mindful painting night, just saying, that's what it's there for. Okay, our brush is a little dirty still. Yep, we got some awesome mindful painting nights coming up. It's going to be so much fun. So now we're going to work on hitting those lighter details. So we're going to take this off. We're going to get a lot of it off the brush. Yeah, good. Do a little dab again. Load our dry brush again. Get most of it off. Test it on our hand. Yep, not too thick. And then putting snow on the peaks. Just that's a friend of mine, actually one of our ambassadors. Mage Brush told me that one time. He's like, just snow on the peaks, Joe. Snow on the peaks. You know, don't put a lot of pressure down. You just want to put snow on the mountains. So you can see the difference right there already from this to that. So now we're starting to get that stone vibe to it, right? Nifty, huh? Sports. All right, let's hit the back. I hear a Dookie behind me. Hello, Duke. What's up, Pup Pup? There's no food in here. I don't know what Duke's looking for. They keep going over to this corner over here. So maybe I'm just not aware of something going on over there. Rapid fire. Actually, I'm not going to choke up so much on the brush. I'm going to bring it back. Yeah, got a nice stone now. See how we built it up? B, good evening. Good evening. We got the nice shadows and everything, but we're not done yet. How are you doing, B? Hopefully, you're having a magnificent night. Another amazing ambassador, guardian, and Bungie Foundation. Amazing. You crushed your goal, I believe. So proud of so many people. So many people did amazing. You know, I have not seen numbers um, like I've seen for this games to give in a long, long time for any uh, event or anything. So it was so cool to see and watch and be a part of it. All right, so we have this. We have our depth and everything. Thank you so much for the loves. 2,500. Wow, incredible, incredible. We here, with Guardians Mental Health, we wanted to take part in it. We left our campaign very low, like $500, just because we didn't want. It wasn't our goal to overshadow any of the other creators or people out there doing campaigns and incentives and stuff for the Bungie Foundation and everything. We didn't want to take away from them. So we kept it very low to show our support, go out, with everybody, take part and, let everybody else, shine as well too. So it was incredible just seeing just the sheer amount of how well everybody did. I got high expectations for all of you now. Actually, the fun thing is next month, or no, well, we're close enough to next month. In March, we will be at PAX East, hosting a booth on the show floor at PAX East. And uh, I will also be taking part in the live stream with Lane Fest. So I will be live streaming gaming and stuff from PAX East, I believe on Friday or Saturday. I haven't gotten the schedule yet for me. Um, so I'll be on there raising donations and stuff for Guardians Mental Health. It'll be lots of fun. All right. Oh, the events are going to be so much fun this year. 500 is a lot. It is a lot, but it compared to some of the people I've seen, just about three-quarters of the campaign's over $2,000, if not more. Like, so many friends of Guardians Mental Health and everything absolutely crushed it. And we definitely did not want to take away from anybody. And you know how hard it can be. This I'm just gonna do a very light, very light run of white. On all these high points here, like a very light. You know, I don't want it to be too bright. I don't want too much white on it, just because I don't want it to just completely just blind. But stone has different hues to it. I mean, if you sit and you stare at a stone column, you're going to see a lot of different textures and colors. And stone buildings and stuff like this tell a story and everything. And look at Notre Dame and stuff, and cathedrals, and a lot of Gothic churches and stuff, like out of stone. And you know they're they're beautiful structures. Look at that. We got some nice hues and stuff in there. One of your friends did their first campaign this year and raised over $200. That is awesome. Awesome. I love that. Absolutely love that. Where's my. Okay. So this is moss deposits. This is an enamel as well too. So we're gonna hit up into the recesses of. Yeah. So where moss would you know get this kind of seepage on these overhangs and stuff. And this just adds another layer of kind of detail to it. So can't really tell, but it adds just a little bit of that green in there. It's real light, real subtle. We don't want to don't want to just get it right in there. The cracks of the stone and stuff, and you know, or moss gathers. Huzzah! We got oh, it'll gather along the cracks and stuff, and kind of seep down underneath. And we'll get up here, a little bit more here. Very cool. Just of course, we got to get the inside of the doorway towards the top. You know, there. See? See, it's not too overpowering or anything, but it's enough to. And we could go one step further, and we could probably throw another wash over this to really like cement those like colors and everything in. But I don't think we're gonna go that far into it. Yeah. Oh, very cool. This is K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay. Yes, it is. Okay. Was not aware I was listening to K-pop Demon Hunters. Our daughter loves that freaking movie. She's got the Derpy Cat shirt from it. Actually, I showed her the other night the awesome ghost shell that Shield Maiden did with K-pop Demon. Oh my gosh, she was just smitten over it. Yo, Jeff, thank you so much for the hydration check. Let me grab my water right here, quick. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, so we're going to put our moss away. We're not going to put any moss on the servitor. We're going to let the servitor chillax. Wish I could find that other moss, though. Don't know where I put it. Somewhere. Clean that off real good because that moss tends to be kind of hard to clean off brushes. That's why I use kind of beater brushes on it. All right. Now, we're going to go for the lighter sand. That's air dust. Da, 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 da. Close, close. Yep. Go. All right. Not even going to take it out of the pod on this one. She did really good with it. That came out awesome. And that's what we're all doing. We're going out with a bang. All I'm doing is just going around and I'm getting different hues and colors for the sand. And take some of that darkness away, kind of blend it into the other colors. Kind of want that dark sand towards the structure and kind of get lighter as it gets out further and further. This dry brush kind of sucks, but so now we got a couple different hues now. So towards the building, it's a little bit darker, wetter. You can kind of, with all the moss and everything, it's a wetter sand towards the back and the edges and stuff. And then as we get out, it kind of cools a little bit. All right, now we need a really light sand. Bang, bang. Fantastic. Okay, this one right here. This is it's like a bone tan. I have a vortex mixer. I don't have to do that. I always feel weird doing it too. Did anybody see the pictures of Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill and Highlander? Oh boy. Pretty much just looks like him just wearing a trench coat with a sword. So, Henry Cavill on a Tuesday. Now we're getting that texture. Blaze McBain, how are you? I am doing well. Thank you for asking, sir. How are you doing, handsome? We're making our little base here and everything. We're almost done with it. Almost done. I'm not going to put too much into it because theoretically I could sit here all freaking night just doing a base. Yo! Shut the front door. We have front doors and we're shutting them. Chessa, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Chat, can we get some hype in the chat, please? Please, please, please. Please. Blow up that screen. All right. We are now at $581, $81 over our goal. We are absolutely crushing it, and you are too. Thank you so much for the support and everything. Oh, appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for the donation. That is so freaking awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chess, you are epic. Chess, Vamp, Tronics, everybody. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Cheese. Sorry, cheese. Cheese is here in force, showing love and support and everything, coming out. Thank you so much. And enjoy that 1,000 hugs. You're not just getting 1,000 hugs, you're getting 10,000 hugs. Appreciate you. You are awesome. Just clean my dry brush because now we're gonna get that same black wash. If I could find it again, there it is. Right, Becca? I'm getting 10,000 hugs. 10,000. Got a better ring to it. All right, we're gonna get this black wash back, and what we're gonna do is we're actually going to grab our beater brush right here, real quick, and then we're gonna go in the cracks a little bit. We're gonna darken these recesses a bit more. So we're making that stone add a little bit more depth to it, making it pop out a little bit more. And I am not being very graceful with it right now, so forgive me. See, now our stone is a little bit darker, so it'll stand out a little bit more. I mean, our model's going to be sitting over it anyway, so we don't have to go absolutely bananas on it. We're going to go back over it with that base just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, you know what we're going to do? No, I haven't played with this stuff in a little while. Where is it? No, 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 no. Oh, where is it? Armageddon dust. This stuff kind of nasty. Essentially, what it is, it's just really wet sand inside of a container. Pull it out. Use it for building bases and stuff. We're going to use it to muddle. We're going to use it to muddle. Muddle. Just muddle. We just muddled a little. That's all we were doing. God, I remember this song when it came out. Oh my God. Okay. Blast from the past for all of us. Okay. So now we have that. So I don't have any other. So this is the little plastic thing I was talking about. So what I can do, I could probably wonder if I could get it. If I can get it into that and have it raise a little bit. You know what? We're going to try. Where's my little kit of destruction? I did have a thicker one. I don't know where it went. It was on the floor too. Ooh. Okay. I got something better now. I got this brush in this for some reason. I don't know why. It is like putty, yeah. But we have this tube right here. I wonder if I can put that there and mount him on top of it like that. So he's, oh, it's going to shine. Okay. Hmm. I mean, it's only noticeable after the shine is on it and everything. You know, it's going to be kind of hard to get them to raise up. It was worth a thought, you know. It was worth a thought. So let's get some of our basing glue, which is here. This stuff loves to dry out. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to use the other glue. I have so many different glues. You'd swear I was like mayor of Glue Town. Oh, jeez, Glue Town. Oh man, sniffing glue too long. And then tomorrow night we can paint something else. We can start something new together. Also, I do have other stuff that I'm painting for Destiny too. This one I'm taking my time with. So this is a Cade 6. I have not done any work on it since I started. I got his chaps. This has got to be yellow, and I got to do the metallic. I did his socks and everything. I did all the black on him. Um, and I'm slowly going piece by piece. And my goal is to essentially bring him to life. All right, so let's move this stuff. Let's move our brushes. I'm getting real sloppy with brushes. I'm not even lying. Ooh, baby. Okay. I mean, I could put this on it. It's a little black stopper. No, I did not print that. Um, that was actually um, that was actually you know the statue that the bronze statue that came out for Cade 6 during like Forsaken. Like it was all bronze and everything. You can get it for like $20 from like GameStop. It's that. I sanded it and I primed it and I'm going to paint it just like Cade 6. So I'm very excited to work on that one. So I think what I might do for this is I might try and see if I can glue it to the stone so it's off the ground a little bit. So let me get a little dent. All right, so what points is it hitting? Okay, so we're hitting right there, and we want it to sit like that. So go a little higher, maybe. That seems like a good spot. I wonder if I could get it to stick there. So it's on that edge and that edge. Okay. So let's try. Let's you can't do anything if you don't try. You know? That goes for everything. You have to try. Come out of your comfort zone a little bit. So much so, is there even glue in this thing? Is there glue in here? Do you exist? Hello? Oh, there is glue. It's coming. There we go. All right. Now I forgot where the hell I was. Okay. This glue is pretty strong. And a really small hole in it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if this will stick. Okay. So now I have to find something that I can prop underneath it for now, just so the glue can set. I shouldn't have cut that one piece so small. Oh, what's this? Oh, we have a little ghost. Okay. It's pretty big. We have a ghost. I got to break it all off. Oh my god. What was that? No. Yes. 9:20. It's almost time for bedtime. It is Thursday, not Friday, so very cool. So I got to figure out something to put underneath this to hold this, Melissa. That piece is too short, like just barely too short. Um, eh. Maybe I can cut a little piece bigger, or maybe Melissa can cut a piece bigger. So where that is right there, she's gonna get a skizzers. Let's get a round of applause for that. We got skizzers, fam. Don't you worry. Melissa's coming to the rescue. No, Becca, you're awesome. You're awesome. And here we are. And unfortunately, you will have to tune in tomorrow to watch me take a pie to the face for hitting our goal and everything, because I have no more pie trays. I'm out of pie tins. Like, I had to use the lid last time. Yeah, skizzers. I'm holding this with one hand. Right? Is that our height? Yeah. Not the fingers. You're right. I don't need all five. If Jerry Garcia didn't need all five, I don't need all five. To cut the tube. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wedge this piece of plastic underneath that actually was too big. So I gotta trim it down. I even trim it down just a touch, like a centimeter. Thank you. Yeah, good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prop it underneath. That way I can take my thumb off it. And there it is. Look at that. And there is our servitor. Red, how we doing? So this is what we have accomplished for the Game to Give Bungie Foundation event. We did 2 awesome models. So we have our walker tank and our servitor. How'd they come out? They come out all right? Did we do good? I'm doing great, Red. I'm doing so good. Even better now that you're here. Thank you, Delta. So we'll be doing giveaways for these separately. So we're going to let the glue set on this one. And this one's ready to go. This one is, it's got battle damage on it. It's, these things get beat up pretty good. I probably shouldn't did the red so thick, but we have the eyes and everything. And this one, the bases are what bring them together. But I am so proud of what we accomplished together. And this is awesome. I'm so proud of both these pieces. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm proud of everybody that's taken part and helped support the Game to Give event this year. So proud of everybody. This is what it's all about: coming together, working together, collaborating, supporting one another, and doing amazing things together. And I cannot thank all of you enough. You are all incredible. Take a bow, pat on the backs. And with that being said, I do have to go to bed. So, we are ending the festivities with the wonderful support from Vamp, Cheese, Tronics, Shelly, Crusader, everybody who has come out and supported. I cannot thank you enough. Delta, thank you so much. Delta's been with us every single stream and has helped support in so many different ways. Just being here means the world. So thank you all very much. I'm going to take some glamour shots of what we've accomplished, put them on the Twitters, and I will be back tomorrow night and we will paint something else that is great. And we'll talk a little bit about mental health, and we'll talk about, utilizing, mindful painting and just the sheer impact of everything. So thank you very much, everybody. Is there anybody live that we can raid into so we can share the wealth? That is the best emote in the world, just so you know. I love that emote because when I go in, like if I'm on the GMH channel, they ask who it is. I can put that and they know who it is. Oh my gosh, we have so many awesome people live right now. Who do we, how do you pick one? Oh my goodness, the list goes on and on. Sarah and Kraus, Oracle, Tronics, Nell, Dan, Archer, Titan. Oh, so many wonderful people. Sarah Bear's with Kraus. So how about Kraus is doing a partner push? So let's jump over there. I believe he's super close to his goal too. So Kraus Ader. Thank you everybody so much for all of the support. You are all awesome. Sorry. I'm hitting buttons. I'm watching the wrong screen. I'm sorry. Thank you everybody so much. Let me turn the music off. You are all amazing, wonderful people. Again, I am Joe, the founder of and executive director of Guardians Mental Health. And thank you so much for helping us hit our goal and wrap up the Game to Give event for supporting our friends at the Bungie Foundation. We came out to show our support, and you came out and showed support with us, and we cannot thank you all enough. I don't want to give all of you 1,000 hugs. I want to give all of you 10,000 hugs, 20,000 hugs. You get infinite hugs, and I hope you all have a tremendous evening, and I'll see you on Friday. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye.